Hey everyone, Nick Kretikos of Nick's Seasonal Decor, and I'm actually at the basement studio. So me, Dad, and Yaya were at the warehouse today. We packed about 100 of your orders that you've placed since last night, and I'd like to say we're almost caught up, but a lot of you guys placed orders today as well. So first and foremost, thank you so much for all of the love and all of the support, and I'm so happy to know that you guys really have liked the new supplies we got in. So in case you missed our walkthrough, was it yesterday? It was yesterday, I think. But we did a walkthrough showing off all of the new stuff in the warehouse, but some of that stuff wasn't listed. And, walking through packing your orders today, I realized that I kind of skipped over a lot of good things. We got some patriotic stuff in. We got in different types of greenery, a few flowers we missed. So, you can find more of that stuff at nickseasonaldecor.com. Things are going fast. So it's just me tonight, which means I am going to have to send out a text. And if you would like to sign up for our text alerts, make sure to text me. The number is pinned in the description and the comment section. The number is 978-396-9150. And what should we say? Let's say, I'm live making a lemon mesh wreath. Can I put the lemon emoji? Should we do that? Maybe we should. Lemon. Okay, join me here. I'm actually using Dad's phone. Join me here. Post the link. And we're good to go. So, yeah, if you haven't signed up yet, we do have some mystery boxes still to give away. We are sending out the rest of the mystery boxes this week to make room down here and turn it into a nice studio and a nice place to hang out. And you get a text whenever we're live. That way you don't miss out. I know some of you guys miss out on some of our videos. So first and foremost, I was going to design this wreath on top of a 14-inch dollar store work wreath or work frame, and then add our own pipe cleaners. And, I brought some stuff from the warehouse. This is all the new goodies we got in. But I forgot to bring a wreath frame. I forgot to bring black pipe cleaners. But as I was walking in the other room, I saw this base, and this base was already made. So don't think I made this like 5 minutes ago. This is how we've been sitting down here for a few months, and it just works perfectly. So we're going to use that. It kind of saves us a step. But this week, we will design a mesh wreath from start to finish. So we're going to work in this new sign. Let's open it up so you guys can see. The item number is MD0803. Hey, Lou. Hey, Donna. I missed you guys. I know it's only been like 18 hours, but I love, spending my time with you. So the sign says squeeze the day with that lemon. So we do have a couple different lemon signs. Lots of you were asking if we got lemons in. We did get lemons in. We're selling them by dozen, and I think there might be like 3 or 4 dozen left, if I recall correctly. A lot of those went out. We got in like a couple lemon ribbons. I'm feeling really lemony this year. So this one I actually like a little bit more than the farmer's market sign, but we did get those in as well. So before we secure that, we're gonna do our ribbon tails first. So this ribbon we designed with in the Wreath community for date night on Monday. We created a beautiful teardrop swag. Item number of RGA 1270C2. And look at that. I love it. Hey, Marianne. Hey, Margaret. Marianne's local, so she actually picked up the other day. So, Marianne, I'm sorry I missed you, but Dad was so excited to see you again, and Yaya was so excited to meet you. So then we have this ribbon, and we did something with this. I just can't remember what. Item number of RGC 1331CJ. We have this in the yellow and black. We have it in black and white. We have it in orange and white, purple and white, and then I think 1 or 2 other colors. So Dad ordered these, and I'm glad he did because it's going to work nicely. Hey, Sue. Thank you guys for the shares. Whenever you share, it helps us reach and inspire others, which has been my goal with my business from day one and will be my goal for all of eternity. That's my number one goal, is to inspire you and hopefully motivate you to get a little bit more crafty. So I don't have my perfect tails with me, so we're just going to eyeball it. We're going to cut. Ooh, that's a little bit long. That's excessively long. Let me snip that off a little bit more. Let's see if that's better. All right, that's better, but still a little too long for me. So you guys, we're getting like 13 to like 18 inches of snow. Saturday, which is crazy, crazy. So tomorrow we're going to work really hard to get all of your orders out. We actually have all of us going to the warehouse tomorrow. And then Saturday, if we're able to go, we will. And just in case, I will bring some goodies so we can design here tonight. Or not tonight, because we are designing here tonight. So we can design here tomorrow night and Saturday night. Well, more than likely we'll design at the warehouse tomorrow night. But Saturday night, probably not going to be able to make it into the warehouse. Which is okay. Safety first, you guys. 2, 4. I actually slid on ice, black ice, on the road years ago. And it was just the craziest experience. So no need to be on the roads unless you have to with that amount of snow. But I told you, didn't I? You know that our snow comes in January and February. That's our worst months. So we'll do 2, 4. That's 6. Let's do 2 more. It's probably going to take 9. So we'll cut 9 just in case. Happy birthday. Let's all wish Debbie a happy birthday. And thank you, Debbie, for being here with me on your special day. So most of you guys know at this point, but we have, like I said, the texting number. But Dad's favorite thing to do, Dad sends out a text each and every day to all of the, special birthdays that we have. So if it's your birthday and you plug that information in, Dad will send you a personal text on your birthday. Hey, Deb. Oh, you know what maybe we should do? Let me know if you guys think this is a good idea. I don't know why I never thought of it. Maybe we can give you a coupon or not Kohl's cash, but Nick's Seasonal Decor cash to spend on the website. Does that sound good? Hands up if you think that's a good idea. I don't know why I never thought of that. But I do love that I compared it to Kohl's cash. Hey, Tracy. Okay, a couple more tails left to dovetail. So like I said, all of this stuff is new. We got in so many new goodies yesterday, and it's so nice when that happens because I'm able to just get really creative and create some really cool designs. And tonight I was tossing up whether I'd work in lemons or not, but I think the route we're going to take is I think we're actually going to work in some beautiful greenery and flowers that are yellow and white and green. That way we don't have to add lemons, because not every design needs a lemon. Sounds good. Thank you for that feedback. Now we'll come back in with that 1.5 inch and cut them roughly the same length. It's much easier with the perfect tails, but we make do with what we got. Hey, Angie. So who saw the blueberry wreath last night? Did you tune in? I think it turned out really cute. I actually took one of the tails and curled it up inside the wreath. I didn't think we needed all 4 tails, so it goes to show. Some designs, even if it's the exact same technique, might require more products, might require less. But those kits did sell out, and that design did sell. It'll be shipping out tomorrow. But we do have, I think, 2 more of those blueberry signs left. It was 2 more this afternoon. We have gotten orders since then, so I'm not sure if any's left. But there was 2 left from those, 4 or 5 cases Dad picked up. I was surprised those were so popular. But, blueberries are tasty. All right, let's dovetail these real quick, and then we'll work them in. So if you're just tuning in, we are starting with the pre-made base because I found it down here. So instead of waste it, we'll put it to use. And for those of you that are business owners, in the Wreath community, I talk about this a lot, but it's always a good idea to start, producing pre-made bases ahead of time, especially for those busy seasons. Like for me, my top 2 busiest seasons or times of the year is definitely Christmas. Christmas beats all other seasons and holidays. And then the second, I'd probably say patriotic decor. And who's with me? I love patriotic decor. I love rustic USA-themed wreaths. And I've been loving the pip berries, which is why we've gotten so many lately. All right, time to work these ribbons in. So what we're going to do with these is we're going to alternate. So I'll take one. I've never been a fan of working in 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different types of ribbon into my mesh reeds. I'd say 1 or 2 ribbons per twist is enough. Sometimes we don't even do that. Sometimes we alternate and then place nothing in between, just work in flowers and greenery. But I definitely don't like working in too many different types. Or too many within one twist, too. Looks like we cut those tails that perfect length. Not too long, not too short. Hey, Carrie. Okay. Couple more pieces. So actually, you guys, down here, my new fish tank is installed. I'm so excited about it. They are coming back in next Tuesday to finish the setup. It's 240 gallons, and the funniest thing is Yaya came down. It was Tuesday when they set it up, and today is what, Thursday? Yaya came down, and she's like, why is there so many huge trash bins of water? I mean, right now in the dining room, there's a 100-gallon drum full of water. But that's what it takes to fill it up. But Yaya was like, oh my gosh. All right, a couple more tails. Okay, and I see your orders coming through. Thank you guys so much. We will work really hard to get them all out tomorrow. And that's one thing, especially Dad. Dad is so particular with the way he boxes his orders. And Dad is so particular with how fast they go out too. I mean, he wants them out the same day, and typically they are. You know, unless we get a little bit backed up, they'll ship out, 2 days later, sometimes a max of 3. But Dad loves that more than anything. Like earlier today, I was like, Dad, we have so many orders waiting. And he's like, I like to make sure they are packed perfectly. So he is awesome when it comes to that. Final twist. This is going to be side by side with another one, but that's okay. Hardly going to notice in the end. And this frame's a Hobby Lobby frame. We did sell out of our black frames, but, this was before we even sold supplies 4 or 5 months ago when we created this base. I don't remember why we made it, but I gave up on whatever project it was, clearly. So now, basically, the easiest way to look at it is any twist that is missing a piece of ribbon, that's when you go back and you place it in. So those 2 yellows are going to be side by side just because of how cheap these frames are. Today, my grandson turned 26. Well, happy birthday to your grandson. $26. I can't believe I'm going to be turning the big 24 this year. Oh, we lost the tail, so hopefully we won't need it. But yeah, I'm getting old too. All of you guys are like, I'm old. I'm feeling it now too. Okay, a few more. And then after this, we'll come back in with our sign. And then actually just secure our flowers and greenery. We're going to keep it simple. Is there any blueberry signs left? I'm not sure. Maybe one of you guys can check and I think I missed who said that. But let them know if we have any left. Like I said earlier today, we had 2. And I was expecting the amount we got would last us, but it only lasted us 24 hours, unfortunately. Hey, Cindy. Awesome, Debbie. I love to hear that. Okay, a couple more. What do you guys think, though? Do you like that color combo? And I was thinking about working in a lemon ribbon. But one thing I've said before, and I'll just say it again, just because you're working with a certain style or certain pattern or certain color combo or texture or whatever, you want, Does not mean you have to work that in every aspect, shape, or form into your design. You know, what comes to mind for me? You know, lemons, definitely, but it's not as noticeable as, like, let's say, ladybugs, bumblebees, things like that. I feel like sometimes people get a little too matchy-matchy and work in a little bit too much of that product. And I've done that in the past too, so I can even say it about myself, where you get a little heavy-handed with whatever the decoration or embellishment is. So I'm just using 22 gauge florist wire because I do not have black pipe cleaners down here. Yeah, I love that color combo too. So we place the wire down below. Again, MD0803, or you can just look up the title, Squeeze the Day. Okay. And I think we got 4 or 5 cases of these yesterday. But I don't know exactly how many's left. So we're just going to take that and secure it to the metal frame. You never want to secure this to the mesh. You can go through the mesh and around the mesh, but never just on the mesh. Because no matter how light this is, it'll sag over time. So make sure you secure it to the frame. And notice with that black frame, you know, we didn't even fold down those pipe cleaners or twist ties. They're actually twist ties. And you can hardly tell because it just matches. So if you're able to match, it's a good idea. But for years and years, and I'll continue to do so, you know, if I have leftover frames, like all of these ones I got from Hobby Lobby all those years ago, I use them. I'll just cut them off. But if I have to pay full price for a new frame, like the colors we have in our shop, there's no way I'm cutting them. I'll just choose the, most appropriate color for it. All right. There it is with just mesh, ribbons, and the sign. What do you think? Isn't that cute? So now let's see what we want to work in. This is one of the products I didn't show you guys yesterday. Item number of PF1674. I don't know if I want to work it into this, but I'll just do a little showing of what I was thinking about using in this. All right, so that's another one of those. We have some Veronica. What do you guys think of these? Oh, we have this. This is a variegated boxwood. This is definitely a yes. Look at, this is a yellow variegated, which you don't see often. I've actually never used it before or seen it with the yellow. Can you guys see that yellow okay? Hands up if you can. And I thought this was so perfect for it because it has yellow on it. And we can actually pull these up to the surface. That's what we're going to do. We're going to use this. I made up my mind. Then we might come back in with some of those white Veronica leaves and flowers. And we have some yellow berries as well. So item number for this is MTF19044. 9 stem, 17 inches long, variegated boxwood. So I've always wanted a boxwood hedge, but, I found some clearance bushes a few years back, and they've grown a lot. They're yellow. And they actually look really nice in front of my house. But with the snow we get and stuff and the damage it'll do, I hate more than anything when, like, you lose a tree, with a hedge or whatever, because the other trees have grown in, and then if you have to replace it, it's just like a baby tree. I don't know. That's one of my pet peeves. So let's work in one of these bushes to start. Yes, please, I'm Veronica. Well, Veronica, we got to add some Veronica for you, right? We'll start with the boxwood, though. So we'll just take these pieces and poke them in. I'm not really placing them super strategically, trying to balance them a little bit, but not going overboard with it. Let's start with a piece behind each of the black and white. And then we can decide if we want to add more. Oh, well, that's not the white, so I guess we're not even going to follow that pattern. Yeah, it's very pretty. I like this boxwood a lot. Okay. Yes, boxwood is very hardy, but we have crazy winters, not so much the cold, but the freezing and thawing. They don't seem to do as great around here as other shrubs and trees. How many twists? I don't remember. This frame is old. But the ones we carry should have 18 twists. I say should because you never know. But this is a Hobby Lobby frame, so that says enough because the Hobby Lobby frames aren't the best quality. But since I got them, I used them for so many years because they were inexpensive, and I picked them up. But now, did I only bring one of those? Let me see. Oh, it looks like I only brought one, but that's okay. We do have these too. These are asters. We could work those in as though they were lemons. Oh, never mind. I have two. We'll start with that. I want to work in more of this. So do the same process. Just pull it up. Yeah, right? This foliage would be great for St. Patrick's Day too, with the green and the gold almost. It's a good idea. So just bringing them all the way up. And then we can snip them off. Listen to the sound of these old rusty wire snips. I can't believe I used those for so many years. Actually, I take that back because the ones I use now are just as bad. Not the ones Dad got me because I always seem to misplace those. So I'll even take a little bit of this boxwood and place it in the front. Just poking it right through the mesh to kind of soften the edge of that sign a little bit. Thank you, Lori. From Finland, it's 3 a.m. Greetings from Finland. Wow, thank you so much for tuning in. 3 a.m. You should be sleeping. But that's okay. I'm the same exact way. I'm definitely a night owl. And I'd love to know what you guys are. Are you guys night owls too? I'm definitely not a morning person at all. Okay, so we have a couple more pieces of this. I'll just poke in just a few more. Just because we have them. And it's not looking overdone when adding this. So if it started to look a little bit crazy, we would just save the rest. So looks like we need one more piece there to finish it off. Didn't that add a lot without adding lemons? What do you think? Where can I get a glue pan? So we actually have the links to that under blogs at nicksseasonaldecor.com. We do have mesh cutters. We have two different sizes of, well, they're, what are they called? Self-healing mats that you use your rotary cutter on. We do have the replacement blades for your rotary cutters, but we do not have the glue skillets, unfortunately. But that's something we're definitely looking for because you guys go crazy over them. And there's so many new people that we get every day that are like, what the heck is that device? Yeah, night owl too. No, Marianne, great question. No rule as to how many to add. So we have those asters. We have these. And then we have the Veronica. So this is only $4.49, $4.79. We have this. It's the same thing. It's just two different names. So the white one's the Veronica, and the exact same one but purple is called Lavender in our shop. Both are $4.79, very inexpensive. But I think the asters win. Who's with me? How many did we take? We took 3. So let's work in those asters then. Yes? Hands up if you think these win. So the item number for these is MTF 20487. It's a 17-inch long by 3 aster spray, so 3 flowers per stem. Yeah, night owl too. All right, let's work in these. I like them. I think they're going to look nice. So we'll do all 3 sprays because one's not going to be enough, clearly. Come on. My other cutters are 2 feet away, but I don't feel like reaching for them. So we'll just see if we can do this. There we go. Okay. All right, all 9 asters are cut. And what a beautiful flower. Right? Look at those. So for these, we'll just poke them in. We'll try to place them somewhat evenly. That way we don't have too much on one side and not enough on the other. So just lift up. Make sure there's good surface contact. That's what keeps everything in place, you guys. Okay. So after this one, we have 3 left. Another one towards the back here. One more towards the back down here. And then our final one is going to go right there. So like I said, we do have different lemon sprays. We have a really long one with the lemons on the greenery. We have a box of just 12 lemons, which those are going fast. Lemon ribbon, 2 different lemon signs. I think that's pretty much it. So if you wanted to work in other lemon things, you can. But in today's case, I just wanted to show you that you can get that lemon effect without actually having to work in lemons other than the sign, because you got to have something to, showcase that it's lemons. But you don't have to actually work in lemons to get that effect. So be careful when you work with those types of things because, like I said, you can often overdo it by working in things that match, because it's not that they don't match and it's not that they don't look good together. So I don't want to misconstrue that because they certainly do. It's just when you work it in too much, because too much of anything is not a good thing, right? So we'll just fluff it open. And there's the wreath. What do you think? You guys think that turned out pretty? I love the greens, me too. So thank you guys so much for watching. I know that was very short and sweet. We did have the pre-made wreath base. And on top of that, I worked in some black mesh. We do have that in a couple different styles. I actually brought it because I was planning on using it. So this is the premium version. But the tinsel on this is matte, so it's not shiny. We worked in 2 of the variegated boxwood we have in stock, 3 of the aster sprays, our sign, and 2 ribbons, and that's it. Nothing crazy. Very basic, no bows, just tails, and we got a beautiful wreath out of it. So again, all supplies available at nicksseasonaldecor.com. Free shipping over $119. With the storm brewing, we're going to try our hardest to get everything out tomorrow. That way, we don't have to travel to the warehouse on Saturday. But don't fret if we have power, which we should. But our first big storm of the year, you never know. We will be down here filming again. So thank you guys again. I love you all. Make sure to follow us on Instagram if you haven't done so yet. And subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are premiering a new video on YouTube kind of as we speak. We posted it a little while ago. Content there daily. And yeah, love you guys. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you to Risa and Cindy and Kay and Kenzia. Sorry if I mispronounced that. Thank you, Marianne. Something simple. That's right. Bye, everyone. Have a great evening, and I'll see you tomorrow.